Hey race friends, welcome to another Fast Five with Feller. Oh yeah. Today we're going to be discussing last weekend's Daytona 500 with my very own Uncle Jason. Start your engines and let the green flag fly. Green! Go, 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 go! Boogity, boogity, boogity! So it was good until it wasn't.
Oh, teammates!
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Larson.
Why? 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 Moving on. Today, we're talking to the one, the only, Uncle Jason. Dun, 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 dun. Let's give him a call and talk some track.
Hi, Fast Forward. Today I'm having a special guest, and it's my Uncle Jason. So I'm going to ask him some. How are you doing today, actually?
Doing awesome, buddy. How are you? And I can't believe I'm on Fast Five with Fowler. This is awesome. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah. So today I have some questions of what did you think about the Daytona 500? So the question number one is, how do you think the Daytona 500 went?
I think the Daytona 500 went long. Really, really long. I don't know about you, Jake, but I was all set like all morning long. I was getting ready. I was getting my snacks and my lunch, getting ready for the start of the race. And I didn't watch too much of the pre-race stuff. I basically turned it on right when they were taking their warm-up laps. And then about 15 minutes later, it stopped. And you know why.
Yeah, I know why. First off, it should have not have been that long if the rain delay wasn't there, but because as soon as the rain came, there was a big crash, as you know. As soon as they crashed, and then all of a sudden I heard from Nanny the next day, and she said, you know, I'm just saying this because I think the drivers, I think the pit crew of the driver, Eric Amarola, was like, oh, we have to crash, it's starting to rain. So he said that, and then all of a sudden he just was like, okay, oh, I'm crashing.
Yeah. It was really bad timing. I mean, you never want to see a huge crash like that, but normally they come back. They get the cars off. They get to clean the track, right? I mean, those guys know what they're doing. But then the rain came and that messed everything up. Hey, I know this is your show and everything, but can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Did you see in the middle when it was during the rain delay, did you see pictures later of drivers like going to get fast food for their pit crews?
That
was pretty funny.
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but a couple of guys tweeted photos. They just decided, well, we're not going to be racing for another 6 hours, so I guess I better go to Burger King and get some food for my guys. And then I'll go back and finish the Daytona 500.
I think my mom told Nanny about that last.
Yeah.
And for the road course race, but
yeah.
But
once the race finally started again at night, I definitely turned it back on and watched the rest of the race, and it turned out to be a pretty good race after that.
Yeah. Okay. Question number two: who was your pick to win and why?
Oh man, so my pick to win was Ryan Newman.
Yeah.
And I picked Ryan Newman because I don't know. I had a funny feeling that it was going to be an epic comeback story. That's what I was looking for because, as you know, Jake, that was one of the biggest crashes in probably Daytona 500 history that he went through last year, don't you think?
Yeah.
And it was a miracle, and that he got out and he was healthy and he's racing again. And I kind of thought to myself, you know what, this guy wants it bad, and he's going to go get it. But then unfortunately he was stuck in the middle of that big wreck in lap 16. So, so my pick didn't quite make it.
Yeah, so I also have two more questions. It's about this same question about Ryan Newman. So it's not on the, it's not like a normal question that I'm gonna be asking you. It's just a question that I just thought up of. But
Yeah.
the only thing is that the only reason he like made it from that was because people say he's like super tough. He's like the beast in NASCAR because he's like the hardest driver to pass in that season. Because
really?
every single NASCAR driver just gets interviewed and they go like, man, it's so hard to do because Ryan Newman's just like the hardest driver to pass.
I never knew that. That's cool. He doesn't race dirty or anything, right? He's just just tough, like he's good, you know? Yeah.
And
yeah,
also,
that's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I think he had the second worst Daytona crash actually, because apparently people keep saying that the worst crash ever at NASCAR was when Dale Earnhardt died, because that was the Daytona 500.
Yeah, obviously that is the number one. I forgot about that. That was very, very sad.
So, okay then. Question number 3. Do you think that number 18 Kyle Busch actually eats M&Ms?
The answer to that question, Jake, is I don't care. Do you?
I was just wondering if you think of that.
No, I have to be honest. Right now on this YouTube show is the very first time I've ever thought about that in my entire life. So I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna guess no. I think he's just in it for the money, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I got for you.
Question number 4. What was your reaction to the crash at the end?
Oh, the crash at the end. I've been thinking about this, and I'm wondering what your reaction was too. I wonder if we kind of have the same reaction, but my reaction was that there's going to be a crash at the end. That's what I thought. Doesn't it seem like that happens a lot these days?
Actually, it happens every single time they race at a super speedway. Like every Daytona 500, there's either crash at the end or somebody just loses it and goes.
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that happens so frequently?
Because they drive faster than any other track. And also at super speedways, it's more of a popular race, and so people are always next to each other, and everybody's like bunched up in a huge ball trying to make it past to first place. And that's why, because instead of the cars being like super spreaded out and being like brake, instead of it going like this, brake, brake.
When they're like and then they brake, and then they go like that, then you just crash it, right?
Yeah, but on the super speedways, they go like this instead of going like brake, brake. They go like this.
Exactly. Obviously.
Yeah.
Jeez.
My mom is laughing so hard right now.
Well, easy for her. She's not on camera. We got to hold it together, man. Hold it together.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's finish this thing off.
Okay. Question number 5. If you could pick any job in NASCAR, what would it be? Driver.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Great.
Go ahead.
Driver, pit crew, spotter, announcer, or flag waver.
All right. So a flag waver is just the guy that waves the flag?
Yeah, the guy that's like.
Okay, no. The announcer is just the guy that watches and talks?
Right
I
So hard
I
to
do that. I do that anyway. What was the third one? Pit crew?
The third one was spotter. Which is like
Spotter?
the
Don't know
first-
what that
yeah,
is. What was the second one?
Pit crew.
Pit crew would be cool. You get a cool uniform.
Yeah. Also,
You get to hang out with your buddies.
a spotter's sort of like a crew chief. They
Uh-huh.
stay at the station. They stay at the garage of the car, and they like have these headphones on, and they also talk to the driver. So they're kind of like
Okay.
the crew chief in a way.
Okay. So I can stand there and talk. I can hang out in the pits with my buddies. I can just hang out in the booth and talk on TV. I can wave a little flag around, or I can drive a NASCAR at 200 miles an hour for a few hours. Let me think.
Um.
I'm going to choose driver.
Okay.
What would you choose?
Same
Or
as
is
you.
that like it? Yeah. Okay. I didn't like ruin a future episode or anything, did I?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, man, it was a good race.
Mm,
It was a good race.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Watch my finger, and it's pointing at one of the yellow cars. Can you see what driver that is? Hold on.
Yeah, I think I can. It's yellow and red, and I'm guessing that since you're wearing your Joey Logano shirt today,
Yeah.
that it's Joey Logano.
Yeah, it was a hit.
Yeah, well,
It was a hit.
tough one.
Yeah.
That was a real brain teaser.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Is that picture behind you from this year's race?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Oh, really?
Wait a minute. More cars.
Okay. So now I have a list of 17 questions for you about the Daytona 500. Are you ready? Number one, have you ever heard of the guy who won?
Yeah. I've heard of every single driver, actually.
I should have known.
Or not all of them. I don't really know anybody in the truck series.
Right, but the
Nobody.
guy who won Daytona 500, like you heard of him?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I guess the rest of my 16 questions don't matter.
What? You have 17 questions and you already asked one.
Well, I was going to ask 17 questions about the winner, but I was trying to stump you with trivia, and sounds like you're just going to answer them all anyways. So
I don't know a lot about him. All I know is his name and his number.
all right, well, that's all I got.
Yep. So thank you for being here in this episode.
Such a pleasure. Thank you.
Yep. Mom, I don't know how to log out. What did I just say? What?
This is quite a finish. We're finishing under caution here. This is not exciting.
Hold on. See ya.
Thanks for tuning in today for this Fast Focus Follower Daytona 500 recap. Thanks, Uncle Jason, for being my very first guest.